Josh Richards confirms on his podcast that him and Nessa are officially over for good, and Chase Hudson called out for sexually assaulting a woman. Stay tuned. Alright y'all, if you haven't seen the hundreds of videos I've made on Josh and Nessa's relationship, which will all be linked above throughout this video, you'd know that Josh and Nessa have been on and off for a while now. And well, just a few days ago, Josh claimed he was in love with Nessa and can't wait to spend the rest of his life with her. And then yesterday posted another podcast claiming he and her are never getting back together. What?
There's a future with you and Ness, or do you think it's kind of in the past?
No, I don't think so.
No? Well,
I think that like me and Ness are pretty much 100% for sure never gonna be together again, but like we're definitely friends. Like I would never not be there for her if she called me. I would never not, like I would, yeah. I still reach out to her. Like I've reached out to her like one time or twice and just been like, how are you? How's everything going? Like congrats on the Kimmel stuff. I wouldn't ever want us to lose our friendship.
After this went out, many fans came for Nessa's neck as they thought she was the reason for their relationship ending. He obviously found out some new info because a couple days ago he said he wanted to spend the rest of his life with her. This man looks so sad. This man hurting. Okay, Nessa 100% broke his heart. And to make matters worse, Josh's good friend Michael Gruen gave his opinion on Nessa too. One person is visibly hurt and the other is posing for pictures with Josh's best friend on Kimmel. It takes utter audacity to say Josh changed up here at all. Anyone saying Josh changed up here is blind. That's all I'm saying. Yikes. After all this backlash, Nessa Barrett decided to fire back at Josh and fans and let everyone know that she is not the villain in this whole situation. Everyone's always quick to blame me for everything. Why? Because I'm the only one who doesn't share my personal stuff on social media. There's a lot of things that are unsaid, things I would never share because it would cause people so much hate. That's not my character. Dude, I'm sorry, but some things need to be kept offline. It's real life. Oof, looks like Jessa has got themselves in quite a pickle. But I am confused myself how Josh switched up so quick with how he felt about Nessa. Something is definitely not adding up with these two. But I want to hear y'all's opinion too. How do you feel about Josh and Nessa breaking up? Let me know in the comments. So, speaking of TikTokers, a girl came forward a few days ago and claimed that Lil Huddy, aka Chase Hudson, had taken advantage of her in 2018.
Didn't really want to make this video, but here's the truth about Chase Hudson, aka Lil Huddy. So June 2019, the Lights Out tour came to Portland, Oregon, where I was living. Before then, Chase and I were both talking as friends. You know, we both thought we were attractive, and we would text like that, you know, whatever, it was consensual. Before the meet and greet the next day, Chase and the other boys were staying in a hotel like 5 minutes from my apartment from where I was living, and he was like, hey, you should come over. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I was just hanging out with him and the boys, and then he went to his room, and he was in there for a while, and so I thought he wasn't okay, so I went to go check on him. And he did some stuff then that I wasn't okay with. I didn't say no because I was scared that he was going to tell all of his friends in the Lights Out tour that I was annoying or like whatever. It's just the power dynamic, honestly, someone who has status against me. And then I went to the tour next day, and I just worked the merch table. I tried to ignore what I was feeling the next day because I wanted the boys to think I was cool or whatever, and I didn't want to darken the mood part too soon. And then a couple days after, he blocked me on everything. I just felt and still feel super betrayed and used. I honestly don't know why he blocked me afterwards. Maybe he felt guilty, maybe he just wanted to use me, I'm not sure. So 3 years later, I finally took up the courage to do something about it. So I texted his friend Maddie Williams, she's also on this app. I just said, hey, can you get in contact with Chase? I really need to talk to him. Thanks, Maddie, for being a good support. And I was like, if he doesn't contact me, then I'm gonna out him. I really don't want to, but he's not talking to me. And I literally have nightmares, and I still think about it, and it hurts a lot. Chase, if you're saying this, please talk to me.
Okay, this is what I was talking about, the whole ending his career thing. Like, his career is more important than what happened. But yeah, of course, it's not his fault for not knowing what I was feeling or going on inside his brain because, you know, I didn't tell him. And that totally makes sense. That's not his fault. but it is his fault for faking, or what it seemed to be faking, being my friend, just to take advantage of me and then block me on everything afterwards. That's the part I'm more concerned about, and it just shows a lot about his character, and I feel like people need to know about that. And the reason why I didn't say anything about his character like that was because of, ending his career or whatever. And there's a larger scope to this, not relating to Chase, but any person has status over another person. It could be a boss, it could be a mentor, anything like that. It doesn't need to be related to anything sexual, but just being a bad person, a bad friend. And they think that they can cover it up with ending a career, That's why I think it's so important to talk about. Okay, this is what
Even though we were texting like that or Snapchat or whatever, that's not consent. The power dynamic between him and I just makes things a lot worse. And it felt like I wasn't able to speak up on it because it would ruin his career or whatever, and made me feel like I couldn't say no because I didn't want to embarrass him in front of all his friends or whatever because they were right in the next room. But even if someone has status, that doesn't excuse or cover up anything that they've done to people. It's both a consent issue and a bad friend issue. Even though we were texting, to this day it's affected me in the way that I have a lot of trouble trusting people now. Not just romantically, but especially with friends, and just feeling like I'm getting used a lot and it's all my fault, somehow. This isn't a hate video towards him, but it is a truth video, I guess. So yeah.
Oof, that was a lot of info, I'm aware. But the thing is, she deleted these TikToks days later after posting it, which is kind of weird, claiming how she claimed how much it affected her. She then posted these. His team has reached out to me and we are working on this privately now. I'm glad that I was able to connect with him through this app to discuss what should have been in private. Even though it wasn't the route I had wanted to take, again, thank you to those who supported me through this. Things are resolving. Thank you for your support. Kind of weird. It almost seems like as if Chase's team threatened her or something. But I want to hear y'all's opinion too. How do you feel about what the girl had said about Chase? Why do you think she deleted it? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's all for today's tea. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified for videos posted every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 10 p.m. Lots of love.